Hi everybody. Alright, the old crappy panel is coming off. In this video we are actually making the final version. Well, the final layout of the left panel. Got some spare aluminum and I thought, you know what, the bus manager's on. And let me tell you, nothing motivates me more than fumbling through a difficult project and having it come out smelling like a rose. Which is what happened there. So that actually has motivated me like a lot. So now that it's on, it's like great. I can start tying up the rest of these damn wires because all the wiring that's left is basically for this. It's all the main power crap. And now now that the bus manager's in, it's time to roll. So let's get that thing going. First thing, however, is that when I was taking the panel off, and these things were just held on by a bunch of number 6 screws. One of the screws got caught. I don't know what happened. It got jammed up in the nut plate and just would not come out. I stripped it. It would not come out. I don't know how the hell I torqued it in or if that's what it was. But anyway, so I had to drill it out and then get some vice grips to take it out the back. The nut plate's fine. Put another screw in. Everything was fine. So anyway, so here's the thing. So we've got the bus manager, and we already had a bunch of holes drilled in that panel that you saw, and that's all well and good. And at this point, I know the functionality of this box is going to work. So I'm not going to pussyfoot around with just throwing a bunch of switches onto the panel that's cut in places I don't really like it. So we're going to get some metal, and we're going to lay out the panel. First thing we're going to do, go over to our new bossy badass bandsaw. So Club got this as a donation. None of that 9-inch throw crap. No. 16-inch. Oh yeah, we can cut some nice sized chunks on this. Anyway, we got the rough piece cut. But before we move on to more, let me show you this. There is the first of the 2 EarthX batteries that we're putting in the plane. That thing is so great. I mean, less than 5 pounds, almost 16 amp hours, over 400 cold cranking amps. 2 of those running on the starter, that's going to be crazy. Not actually putting it in yet, but who cares? One note, you would think after 4 years of doing this that I would know where to hold something I was trying to get a picture of in the camera. Okay, so back to the panel. Right, decisions had to be made. Obviously, the 10-inch Garmin display needs to go in the middle. Everything else is sort of like, okay, where are we going to be able to put this? So I want the display to be as close to the middle-ish as I can kind of get it. And I need to put it a little bit farther up so that I can fit these switches underneath it better. We'll go over the layout of all the switches and stuff in the next video. But let's just talk about, right, the panel planning. Obviously, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all the ignition, the starter, all of that over on the left side, including the key to turn the power on. As you know, as you're the main pilot, that's where it's supposed to go. However, for convenience sake of the other pilot, because let's say there's someone flying in the right seat, they still need to be able to activate some important things like the pitot heat, etc. So we'll be putting all of the switches down underneath the G3X all the way to the right. All right, that'll be as close to the center as possible. And here you can see me sort of trying to lay them out. So I've got 8 switches and the key switch. That's going to go on the left, and that's all deals with the ignition, starter, alternator, etc., etc. And then the power, I think there's only 6 of those switches underneath the G3X. And that's it. Well, that's not true. There's also the... what the hell is that thing? Oh, the ELT. Yeah, I got to put the ELT thing in there. Which will go either above the switches or somewhere. I don't know. The good part is that it's all starting to come together. And that's really the point, is I have found new motivation. Getting that bus manager in really has opened up the floodgates, because that was a big bottleneck. So now it's wire the entire panel, and then after that we'll be able to finish up basically all the wiring and just wait on the engine, which hopefully won't be long. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and cut this sucker. We're going to drill some holes and get it in. So I hope you're having a good week. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.